You know what, guys? If you're going to be a criminal, why don't you actually be good at it? Some guys, I guess, are just amateurs, okay? Now, as you guys know, I live in the Houston area. I live outside of Houston, but we got a good story here from inside the city where a store robbery goes wrong. I'm talking about a guy that walks into a convenience store, doesn't even attempt to actually cover up his face. Now, he's wearing a hoodie, but that's about it. Something's telling me, guys, that this guy has never committed a real crime in his life. But he decided to, you know what? I want to be famous. Walk into a convenience store. And guess what? You know that convenience stores have tape. We got you on tape. Just that simple, man. Maybe he never saw Menace to Society. If you guys remember in Menace to Society, there's this Korean store. And O-Dog goes into the store with Kane. And O-Dog decides to actually rob the store. Okay? Well, actually, they didn't initially. When they bought this stuff. And when they were walking out, the clerk said, "I feel sorry for your mother." And then O-Dog was like, "What'd you say about my mama?" And then he killed him. And then he saw the wife, said, "Where's the videotape?" And he held her at gunpoint. She went to the back, got the videotape, and he killed him. Killed her. So they were both dead. No video evidence whatsoever. They kept the video, but if you guys watch the movie, they show other people the video, and it's kind of crazy. But in this case, guys, this guy didn't even really care. He was a complete amateur. He was no O-Dog, okay? He walks into the convenience store, tries to actually get his gun, and he fumbles it and he falls down. Yeah. Let's do this, man. Look at this. Right over here. Clumsy robber fumbles gun, slips and falls during attempted armed robbery at Houston convenience store. Everyone has their off days, even armed robbers. Now, this guy was so terrible. He actually tried to rob the clerk. And the clerk was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not giving you my wallet or anything." Now, if he was a professional, I'm pretty sure he probably would have gave up his wallet. But once he actually came in, fell on his ass, the clerk couldn't really take this guy serious. And after he said, "No, I'm not doing it," the robber shoots like a glass of milk or something. Yeah, we got the video footage, guys. This guy, a rookie, man. But it says here, the Houston Police Department's robbery division is asking for the public's help to identify a man responsible for an awkward, aggravated robbery that resulted in the suspect falling on the floor, shooting a box of sodas, and get this. He went through all that, guys, and the only thing he got out with was a stolen case of beer. Yeah, that's it. How much is a case of beer? What, $20 or something? I don't know. The crime occurred on January 12th at around 3 p.m. at a convenience store located in the 1300 block of Federal Road. A man wearing a black hooded sweatshirt, dark blue sweatpants, and black sandals entered the store. He attempted to draw a handgun from his waistband, but it slipped and slid down the legs of his sweats. When he bent over to try to retrieve the firearm from around his ankles, he lost his balance and fell backwards on the floor, momentarily dropping the weapon in the process. Yeah, so right here. Let's watch this clip. There's no sound. So this is him walking into the convenience store right here. And watch this. Yeah, the gun slips down and he, bam, falls back. Now, for one thing, man, I wouldn't recommend robbing a convenience store with slides on. Yeah, what if you got to run away? You ain't getting very far. But look at this. So I was wondering what was actually happening right here. This is where he's asking the clerk to hand over his wallet or whatever. And he doesn't do it. So he shoots a soda. And guess what? The clerk is like, nah, I ain't give you nothing. And so the guy walks to the back of the store, grabs a case of beer. And that's it. Yeah, we got another angle here too. So this is from the angle of the clerk right here. Now, chances are you probably couldn't actually see he falls down right there. Chances are you probably, that glass is probably bulletproof, but there's a little opening right there at the bottom. But he couldn't really, do anything with the gun to shoot it, I don't think. And we got a pretty good picture of his face. And he's still trying to negotiate with the clerk to hand over his money. And then he just gives up. Gives up. All he gets away with is a case of beer. I think he shot his gun again there too. Let me go back. I think he shot his gun there. So what was the point? Did he actually shoot his gun again? Yeah, he did. What was the point? Yeah, what an idiot, man. This may be the worst armed robbery of all time. Yeah, man. He got some beer, though. Yeah. Says somehow still committed to going through with the robbery after he fell down. The man approached the counter and attempted to rob the clerk at gunpoint. When the employee didn't cooperate, he fired his weapon at a box of sodas on the floor near him, causing bubbly liquid to splash on the floor. He could have fell down because he's wearing slides. Still not getting his way, the man retrieved the empty shell casing from the round he fired, grabbed a box of beer and left the store. Authorities believe he might have fled in a white truck. Crime Stoppers of Houston is offering a $5,000 reward if you have information leading to this crook's arrest. And you can submit a tip to their website or by calling 713-222-TIPS. Yeah. Man, is this the worst armed robbery of all time? I mean, this almost seems like something out of a comedy you're watching a movie. I mean, obviously he lost respect, man, when he couldn't even handle his gun and he fell down. Yeah. So even the clerk couldn't even take this guy serious. So the clerk said, nah, I'm not giving you my wallet. Chances are you probably couldn't shoot through that glass. Someone's telling me it's probably bulletproof. So the man runs to the back, grabs beer. He did all this for a case of beer at the end. That's all he got away with. A $20, $30 case of beer? Yeah. If that's the case, you just could have walked in and paid for it. He probably didn't have any money. Wow. Yeah. The worst robbery I believe I've ever seen. This is something right here, guys. Gonna leave it right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.